This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. It's noon on Tuesday, April 19th. And it's about a 90-degree day. It's kind of warm. Anyway, this is a theft recovery. It's a 2005 Dodge Ram quad cab. It has a 4.7-liter V8. It is four-wheel drive and it is an SLT. Good news is that it runs great. Runs like anything with 40,000, even less than that. Has a nice ride, has very low miles, and is four-wheel drive. Bad news is, and it's on a clean title, by the way. Bad news is they dinged the crud out of it. It's got little scratches and dings and, hand-sized dents and whatever. So we decided to sell it just the way it is, rather than send it to Mako for paint, and maybe someone wants a really nice work truck that's already pre-dinged. Tires are a little small. It calls for, the door sticker calls for 20s, but all Rams take 17s or 20s. And what I would recommend is like a 275, 65, or 70, 17. These are 245s, which they probably put on because it's pretty good for gas mileage, but not so good for looks. Well, these tires are pretty shot anyway, so it's probably a good idea to get tires anyhow. And if you're going to do it, price them out at 275s or 285 17s. If you're going to drive it home, I strongly recommend tires. We can get them tax-free through Discount Tires here in Tucson for you. We can arrange that for you. Just add that to the agreed-upon price of the vehicle. As you can see, it's got that type of stuff all over. We put a brand new front bumper on it and a brand new rear bumper on it. They had been pushing stuff with it, not wrecked. It was just they looked terrible. So that's what we did. Some of these scratches. Anyway, it doesn't look too bad really, but we figured we'd give you guys a shot at having a truck that's maybe what someone actually wants before we do anything about the cosmetics. That's a big one down there on the bottom of the door. It's got this thing here. Anyway, Mako is a one-stage paint. They'd probably charge us $1,000 to do all the dents and dings and everything. Here's the passenger rear tire. Slow down a little bit so you can see. This thing under the tail light. It's sat at a impound yard for a real long time, which is why a lot of theft recoveries have low miles. It's got all these things here. We had to change the fuel pump because the fuel was bad, and then we flushed the injectors probably 10 times before we even tried to drive it. We didn't want to hurt it, so then we ran a couple tanks of fuel through it, and it runs like brand new. It runs great. And the four-wheel drive works, and the air blows ice cold, and the windows work. Doesn't need a radio. They punch the lights out of the radio because they don't like to be seen at night or heard, so they break the radio. You can get those for $25, $50 if you want the Dodge one, or you can go to Best Buy and have them install one for $150 maybe. Again, it's so cheap it really doesn't matter. Another preference thing. Some people prefer very entry-level stereos and would take the one we bought out and put it in, put another one in, and we would have wasted our money. So anyway, let's go look at the interior. The interior of this thing is fantastic. I mean, God. Seats, very, very minor wear. It doesn't look like a whole lot of time spent in the rear seat, which is kind of common for all theft recoveries. Usually you just have one guy, not the whole family. That's not much to report here. Carpet looks good. They stole they broke the lens cap and the light bulb from there, which is probably a nothing thing to do. A lot of the stuff, we just make sure that they run good and shift good and clean them up as best we can. We usually don't do the paint thing or, try to hide anything. We try to sell them the way we got them, which is why the price is always thousands less than other people. But we also have an audience of thousands of people, whereas the car dealership has 10 or 15 people a week see one vehicle. We have thousands see them a week. So eventually we find somebody who fits the needs. There's the VIN. And let's see, that would be the tire size right there. They're calling 275 60/20s, but most Rams, this was probably a sport model and they stole the wheels off it. But most Rams, which is why it was 20s, but most Rams have 17, so it has nothing to do with safety or anything. It just has to do with looks. And that's what this thing had on it originally, was 20s. Alright, let's get in here and fire it up. Actually, let me take you under the hood real quick so you can see what it looks like under the hood. It's got an air raid aftermarket exhaust. As you can see, all these bolts are original. These are the original fenders. Nothing's been replaced. You can see there's the bumper tips. It's all straight. There's the sticker for the original hood right there. Anyway, not much to report under there. It doesn't have a plenum on top of the motor, that plastic thing that says 4.7 liter, because they put that aftermarket exhaust on it and it won't fit anymore. No radio. Cup holder stays down. I don't know. It won't clip up, and there's no ashtray, which is probably fine with 89% of you people. And those of you who not, that's what windows are for, I guess. There you go. Let's see. And we put a new windshield in when obviously the windshield guy forgot to put the rearview mirror. So we'll have to get one of those for you. It's got cruise, on and off. There's that. It's got tilt over here, up and down. Let's see, we've got tow, on and off. There's your miles, 40,607. This car's been running for about 3 hours. We always have them running for several hours before I go on a drive to do the video and pictures, just to check it for leaks or overheating or anything. And this thing is beautiful. There's the air on high. It's blowing very cold. Nice air. In fact, that feels pretty good. Let's see. Let's put it in neutral. Go down here. Put it into four-wheel low, I'm sorry. There's that. Let's put it into drive. Yeah, that's definitely four-wheel drive right there. Definitely feel the torque. Okay, put it in neutral. Bring it all the way back to four-wheel high now. Now we're in four-wheel high. Right there. And put it in drive. That's forward. Put it in reverse. Back. Perfect. Alright, now let's go back to two-wheel drive. There's two-wheel drive. We're back. And let's put a seatbelt on. Because the cops are all over the place here, and they love to give out tickets lately for that. I doubt they can see me with the privacy glass, but I'm not going to risk it today. I don't feel like helping the government this week. Tax day yesterday, I'm not feeling real generous. Alright. Anyway, like I said, this thing runs great. Tried to disclose everything that I could possibly find. I will say that it definitely runs like a 40,000 mile or less truck, and it is on a clean title. We sold a similar truck on a salvage title a couple months ago for $10,500. We painted that one first, a $600 Mako paint job. So if this thing doesn't sell, we'll probably paint it and it'll sell for a ton of money. So check it out, please. Bid often and bid enough. Thanks.